All right, guys. So, welcome to Off the Hosel, podcast built on sand. Tyler and I have been pretty excited to get this going. We've been talking about it for a couple months now, and felt like this was the right time just to give it a shot and see how it goes. So, we came up with the name Off the Hosel. Obviously, is a reference to just kind of we're hackers. We're out there just cutting it up. And we feel like that's what this podcast is going to be, just something fun, letting us kind of get excited for the Hackers Cup every year. We're going to do a couple episodes beforehand, hopefully 3 or 4 before the actual Hackers Cup, and then do a recap episode in August. So, but back to the name. So, Off the Hosel, and then it's a podcast built on sand. And we felt like that was a pretty subtle reference to a lot of different things with the Hackers Cup. That we'll dive into a little bit more detail as we move forward. But there's, I think, some nuance there with the sand reference from multiple angles that we liked, and so hopefully y'all enjoy it. If you think we're stupid and idiots, we probably just do it more just to piss you off. But we're gonna see how it goes. But Tyler and I, I think we've worked kind of the last month or so to find some topics. So we'll kind of see how it plays out. We're gonna start with just kind of talking about some goals for this. We're gonna have guests hopefully per episode. We won't have one this time, but talking about drama and the spilling some tea, if you will, with my lingo there. Course previews, and just everything fun about Hackers Cup. So hope you all enjoy it, and we'll kind of get rolling. So Tyler, you want to say anything here to start?
Yeah, I'll just add to your great open, Dan. I'm pumped to do this. I think it's going to be awesome. We're this is one of the highlights of the summer every year for a lot of reasons, and we're building something pretty cool and continuing to build something pretty cool. And there's layers upon layers uh of stories and things we got, and I'll just say there's layers and layers of sand. I'm just gonna leave it at that. So
Love it. Uh, I think it's a special
I
group of
think
guys too. Yeah.
yeah, and I do have one goal that I'm gonna try to get through these episodes without swearing. Just in case any wives are listening, I'm gonna try to keep it PG, maybe PG-13. Um, and also we don't need to get flagged on YouTube. So that's
That's
like my
fair.
my personal goal of the podcast. Otherwise I just hope we can get everybody excited about July.
I'm glad
And
you said that because I would have definitely unfiltered let some inappropriate words fly probably. So thank you
well,
for setting that ground rule.
when we did the test call, I know I dropped a couple F bombs and I was like, oh crap, I don't know if his wife or kids can hear this. I'm like, oh, okay. So anyway, that's
Yeah,
my personal goal. It doesn't mean that I won't let them slip, but I'll try not to. Plus, we can edit it out. So,
yeah, that's
anyways,
yeah. All right, cool. Well,
let's go.
um, yeah. So little recap. I know everybody here knows most of the history, but we started in 2020, I think. 8 guys. Now we're up to 16, which I think is crazy that we can get 16 guys together every year at the same time and do this. But the original 8 was me, Rob, Ben, and Alex Bina. We played against Sirik and Crotto, my brother, and Zach in that first 2 years. Well, I think my brother got out the second year, but um, and now we're up to obviously where the teams are today, which you all already know. But the first year we actually had a tie, which I lose sleep about every single year that we let ourselves have a freaking tie. um, but so we actually tied year one, and then year two, um, my team tap in triples actually our only win, which we will reminisce about fondly. But it's been a long time, so you forget about a lot of it. But and then you know, very average golfers now 3 years in a row, taking home the cup. So just a little reminder of where we're at with the cup here. Sand Valley, years 1 and 2, and then we were at was Lawsonia year 3. Was that your first year?
Lasonia.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
And then Eagle Ridge, and then yeah, back at Sand Valley last year. So it's a pretty good lineup we've had so far. I'd say to have 3 Sand Valley trips, I'd say is hard to beat.
Tough league.
Yeah, yeah. I think. I mean, honestly, when we did Lawsonia, when we got done, I was like, I liked it okay. But then as I get farther away from Lawsonia, I was like, man, that place was awesome. Like, I actually think it was a better experience than I gave it credit for initially. Now that I think back on it, but um,
Yeah,
so
I think the sleeper factor on Lasonia was it's the small detail that is nice though when our house was so close to the
yeah,
pro shop where I think between rounds we were just driving carts back to the house to change outfits and get some fresh not so sweaty stuff on. Um and then maybe a subtle hint or something an upcoming segment, but I think it was after the second day when we were launching balls over the trees onto the second green. Um, and I think Hanvelt was out there shagging. I can't remember who else was, but I don't know why. What made those guys want to do that? But yeah, dude, I think about Lasonia all the time. I love that place.
yeah,
And
that
well,
contest
I'm gonna
at night.
save.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Yeah, that contest was great. And it's just one of those moments that you don't forget, right? Like,
yeah.
it's part of why we all, I think, even mostly even outside of the golf, is just those together times that, after the rounds and between rounds that you can remember certain things about the golf, but it's that kind of a thing is like what you don't forget for sure.
Hmm.
So that's why I love the Hackers Cup. I love that you get to bet together with your best buds every year and doing awesome, stupid stuff sometimes, and that you're just never going to forget. So, but I think that leads us into, kind of our favorite, one of the topics that we wanted to talk about in the Opens episode was our favorite holes, courses, moments through the Hackers Cup, which we thought was a good opening episode kind of thing to talk about. And I think we'll probably have guests when they come on, maybe try to think of their
Mm,
just one. You know what I mean? I think that'd
yeah.
be a good thing for them to do if they can come up with one on the episode, even though it's from this episode. It'd be kind of a good carry forward. So, um, what about you? What first thing that comes to mind? What would be like? Let's call it. Let's call it your favorite. Let's start with course. What's your favorite course that we've done as a Hackers Cup competition? We won't count the Lido since we didn't really do a competition on that
Sure,
one.
not a competition
Yeah.
round. Um, man, I without without the cheesy legend of Bobby Langford bearing a boxcar on the seventh green at Lasonia, I love the links course. Um, is it my favorite? I guess if Lido's out of it, and disclaimer, I played so bad at Lido, but I loved it. I loved that course. The thing I didn't like about Lido was they can't you can't have a modern water fountain on that course apparently. Uh, but
I think I think that's a definite defect in that that course.
aside from
Uh,
that, I really liked it. But yeah, I'm gonna put the stake in the ground and say Lasonia Lynx.
okay. What is it about it? I mean, I get it. It's like it's got a lot of character. It's you get a lot of ability to kind of rip it in some
Yeah,
ways. And I don't know if it is
I
it more the was it more the group experience? Was it something about it that really? that you think about a lot?
So, I do actually really like the seventh hole. Just because when if you're short and right of that green, and you actually get down to your golf ball and got to hit up a 20-foot cliff and just kind of guess where it's going to be. Um, but I think the layout of that course in a group setting where the holes are, one is really the only hole that doesn't pass another hole. And then
Mhm.
you hit your kind of blind tee shot on two, and you get on top of the hill, and you can see uh three coming back up, and then four of the par three coming back towards the two fairway. And then five is straight down, six straight down. But then when you get to the back nine, like when you get to the 10th green, that long par three, you can see like the entire back nine, which I thought was awesome. It's really cool, like having four groups out there.
Yeah. Yeah, you're
And
definitely in contact with each other out there for sure.
yeah. So I just like I like how that course is laid out. And I can't really say it's like incredibly unique because I think Sand Valley, that entire complex probably takes the cake, but I just like
Yeah.
Lasonia Links.
Okay. Your screen went away. I don't know.
Oh, it's asking me to turn on reactions. Let me close this.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Oh my God, that's dumb. So I froze up during that whole explanation. We'll figure out the production. This is episode one.
Uh, well, you can go back into it now, and we could cut it back out if you want.
That was off the cuff. Let's
Yeah.
keep it.
Okay.
It was authentic.
It was.
We'll
It's
keep
good.
it.
I agree with you though. I think the way the back nine sets up in terms of being visible, talking distance to the other groups is fun. Um, the front nine is a little bit more spread out, like you were saying. I think.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, I think that's kind of a nice component to how it end. Even kind of you knew because you were talking to the groups that last. I mean, we were getting our butts kicked that year. I mean, it wasn't even close. But
Yeah,
in singles, I mean, we at times during signals or singles, it does sometimes look like, oh gosh, we have a chance to make a massive comeback, and then a hole later, it could be a complete opposite.
yeah.
And there was one moment during that Sunday singles round on the links that you look at the live scores and you're like, it's not impossible for us to at least
It
get
did.
close. And
I
then,
remember that
yeah, yeah. But
because
and then things went the other way. But
yeah, because Benny was kicking my tail in, and then
yeah,
I think I won either the last three or the last four holes to push the match. So
yeah.
maybe I don't know if it was that heroic, but I did have to
Well,
I did have to pull my
I can actually look that up. Uh, maybe I don't know.
I suppose I
Um,
don't have the game book downloaded.
I've got the. Let's see here.
Is it in the Google sheet?
I don't know if I've shared this one with you, but I've got the scorecards in the Google sheet. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Um, oh yeah, Ben and Tyler. So let's see. I think
And I
Ben
got to
was up.
bring this up because
Yeah.
if I get matched up against Ben this year, I just don't want him to forget.
Yeah. So Ben was two up through 13 holes. Actually, he was two up through 15 holes, and
Yeah.
then you won 16,
16, 17, and we
17,
pushed 18.
pushed 18 goal square. Yeah.
That's
So
right.
Ben was up
I
two up early, and then you got it to all square through 10 actually, and then he went back up to two up. So that
That's
was a
right.
crazy good match. That was a good match.
And I made a probably 40, 50-foot birdie putt on
Of course you
16.
did. Of course you did.
I think Clarence was more upset than Benny was, but that's all
You hit a couple bombs against me at Eagle Ridge too that I just almost crushed my soul.
right.
Uh, um, yeah, no, listen, the Los Angeles Lynx is great. I agree with that. It's a great choice. I think for me, while I like Lawsonia. It's still growing on me. I haven't really fully committed to it being my favorite. I always think about, I think Sand Valley in general, the whole complex just has this spot for me that I can't really kick.
Hmm.
And I always think about, like, every time I play Sand Valley, I'm like, God, this is a great course. But then I go back and think about it a month later. I'm like, I don't even know if I like the Sand Valley course as much. I think Mammoth is probably um, my favorite. I think it's just such a fun layout um, for the Hackers Cup. It's open, big greens. Like, you got really fun holes on Mammoth. I think Sedge was awesome, but I've only, I don't think we've played it quite enough to get a good feel for Sedge yet. But for me, it's Mammoth. I would play Mammoth all day, every day. Sand Valley is definitely a little bit finer challenge, I think, in terms of technical, but I just
Hmm.
love being the vibe and the feel of being out there on Mammoth and just, you know, I don't know what it is, but for me, that's the
I
one.
think I like that pick. And one of the things I thought of over the last couple weeks uh, was the 18th at Mammoth.
Oh yeah,
Um,
it's such a good
yeah,
hole. Yeah,
and then having all the boys up watching
yeah.
the groups
It-
come in.
and we're almost always coming in at like
Yeah.
sunset, and
Yes.
so the light's always good. You're sitting up there in the chairs.
Yeah.
Um, and
Yeah.
it's just, I think it's a gorgeous hole anyway. Like, you're looking up at the clubhouse,
Hmm.
and it's that set that if you hit it far enough and you can come in and try to get there in two, it's a really fun second shot trying to get to that green in two, which it actually sits, like, it usually holds the ball well. So if you can get there, it usually holds it pretty well. It's not like
Yeah.
it's kicking you off very easily, so it's a pretty forgiving hole. But I just think it's a really fun hole. It's a really good ending hole. It's one of my favorite holes ever. Probably because of Hackers
Oof.
Cup, but
Oof.
um, you know, it's not. I wouldn't. I don't know if I can call it my favorite hole ever, but it's on my list of favorite holes ever.
Yeah,
And I
I could
think a
see
lot of
that.
that's got to do with just it being a Hackers Cup hole too. But I
It's
think,
a good finishing hole.
yeah,
Um, the thing that Mammoth was in there for me. I have some personal demons I need to avenge on that course from
I do.
almost
I
passing
do as
out.
well. I do as well. Yeah,
Yeah, that was more of me like trying not to fall over and die.
yeah.
So there was a 6-7 hole stretch there where I was battling for my life, but I at least made the walk.
Tyler,
Um,
I can't really say this strongly enough. I was not far behind you
yeah,
in terms of how I felt. Like, I was like, if I was doing, I had all of my energy into making sure that we didn't have two of us like you on that
yeah,
group, because I did not feel good. I was in rough shape. Uh, so I felt so bad for you, but I was like, I'm real close to being just like
yeah.
you that day. I couldn't think straight. I could barely, I don't know how, I don't know. It
It
was a rough day. Yeah.
it hit me way too fast too. It's maybe the 11th or 12th tee on Mammoth where I just had to sit down and I could tell it was noticeable because Berger was like, "Hey, dude, are you okay?"
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Um, but the aside from my dehydration, the thing that was fun about Mammoth that you don't get a lot of around here
Yeah.
is like you could just bombs away, and not so much the factor of like you're not going to lose a ball, but if you hit the right area in the fairway on some of those, your ball's just going to roll for a mile.
Yeah.
And there was that one. Uh, I can't remember which hole it is. It's the short downhill par four that kind of everything feeds right to left.
Yeah, I think that's like
Is that
it's like
15?
14, I think, because 15 is
Okay.
the 15 doesn't exist in my mind. It's actually not a part of the course. Um, I'm not even sure why they call it an 18-hole course. It's a 17-hole course on Mammoth. 15 is not there. Um, but it's 14, the one that, yeah, that everybody can. Actually, we had
Okay.
several drive the green this year, I think.
Yeah. Um, so like that's a good uh that's a good example of a lot of the shots you can, a lot of the tee balls you can hit at Mammoth, I think make it fun. And then obviously like playing, I played with Berger and against you and Berger and watching, I think what that first par five, he had like driver pitching wedge, um, something crazy like that. So when you're playing with the guy that hits it as far as he does,
Yeah.
and then also we need to shout out Boda for what he posts 63, 64 last year at Mammoth.
Yeah, he shot. Oh gosh, he went real low. Boda, let's see where you at. Uh, 66. Yeah,
66.
yeah.
63, what was I thinking? Um
Well,
66 is
but him and
a nice
Sears went
score.
low again on another one too. I think, didn't they?
I don't remember.
Oh, yeah. I had him at 66. I mean that. I don't know. Might not be right, but that's what I had him
I
at.
I just remember thinking Boda beat me by maybe 20 shots that day.
Yeah. Oh, he had 72 at Sedge. That was a pretty good round too. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's kind of good.
Yeah, he's all right.
Yeah, I think yeah. Just to finish that up, I mean, Mammoth, I think just has some. They got some special par threes. Was it 13 right before that par four is a cool par three with
Yes.
the deep sand in front. I've never played that hole well. I've always screwed that up, but I still love the hole. But
Mhm.
so that's Mammoth is my course for me. I think from a hole standpoint, you know, I love Sand Valley number one. I think that's an awesome
Oh,
hole.
yeah.
Up on top there, just the way that it's set up. It's not real long, but I think it's just really just a pretty look out there. You're kind of going down to it, and it's a little bit of a strategic hole too. I like how you can kind of try to go after it and really pump it up there, or you can lay off and still have the
Mhm.
same hole. Um, and then Sand Valley 10 and 18, 10 the two par fives. I think 10 obviously teeing off right there next to one that with a split fairway, and
Yeah.
18 just going uphill to the clubhouse. I love both of those holes too on Sand Valley.
Mhm. I think for me a few holes. I like the 18th at Sedge. I thought was cool.
Oh yeah, it's got a cool little setup
Split
there.
fairway.
Yeah,
Mhm. Take the high route or the low route. Uh there was I think it was the third hole on the Woodlands at Lasonia that was that little tighter, pretty downhill par 3. I don't know if you remember this. Um
third hole on the Woodlands.
Third hole on the Woodlands, it was man, if there was a good way to like share a screen because I have it pulled up. I was trying to remember which hole it was. Third at Woodlands. Um I'll text you. Let me see if I can like text you a picture of the hole. But it had
I'll see if I can
it
find it on Google real quick.
yeah, if you go to the Woodlands, it's like the second image on the Woodlands course.
Okay.
Um
Oh yeah, yeah,
I think
yeah,
you'll
yeah,
yeah. Um I never hit that
yeah.
green. Actually, I did. I yanked one left and it rolled down the hill
I
across the
think I was
cart
in your
path
group on that one.
just off
Yeah,
the green.
yeah. I think I was in your group that day. Uh, I do
But
remember that hole. Yeah, it's a good little
that was a
hole.
good hole. I
I love
imagine.
17 on Woodlands. I love that kind of it's a dog leg right kind of
Oh
a
yes,
yeah.
yeah.
I think that's a really cool hole.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my first time playing Woodlands. I enjoyed that course too. Um,
It's definitely I actually that's one of the things I've grown to like about Lawsonia was just that change up between the links and the woodlands.
yeah,
I love that actually versus like Sand Valley. The whole place is awesome, but it kind of has the same overall type of vibe. But at Lawsonia, you're in a different world between Lawsonia woodlands and the links. I mean,
yeah.
it's such a different. just a game of golf almost. Like,
Yeah, and it's a little if you go from the links to the woodlands, you kind of get psyched out a little bit
yeah,
because you can spray it all over the planet on links, but then
yeah,
the woodlands actually isn't like as tight as it looks or as you think because
yeah,
there's some you're just not going to have driver off every tee, but there's some
right,
landing like
yeah,
there's plenty of reasonable landing zones that it's not too bad. So
yeah.
I enjoyed that. Um we have to mention Lido. I would like to mention Lido.
Oh, favorite, yeah,
Um,
sure. No, I guess meant when I said favorite courses, I meant more Hackers Cup like
just
competition wise. But
competition rounds.
I've got a favorite hole in Lido too. We can talk about it. Yeah, so
Okay.
yeah.
So I love number 4. Um, and just keep in mind I played Lido terribly, but um, I did enjoy the walk.
Is that the par
And
five?
it's the first par 5. And the
Yeah,
funny
yeah,
story about that, there's a lot of funny stories about the round at Lido. None of them involve Boda going away in an ambulance, by the way. Um,
that's
But
good.
the Burger and I remember I had watched some flyovers, and if I was in a 100% clear state of mind, I would have remembered the split fairway on number 4. And you go up the right side, and it's
Yeah,
uh, a little
straighter.
more risky. You go left side, and the landing zone's big. Um, so Burger and I get up to the tee first, and our caddy aims us to the right, and didn't really think of it. Um, and then Walker and Clarence's caddy aims them way left, and they took a different bridge. I'm like, oh shit, we just took the risky route. I I missed it a little right, but I still had a decent shot in. I just sucked. Um, but I think hitting like you don't really understand uh how elevated that green is on 4.
Oh
And I
yeah,
think 11's the same way. But then when you're actually walking up to that green is like in person, it's nuts. And
yeah.
then weird hole, but cool hole was number 10.
Oh
It
yeah,
had
with
that
the is
like
that the
big mound left of the
yeah,
green.
yeah,
Yeah, like that was an interesting one. But if you didn't really have to hit a great approach shot to just have everything feed to the hole. So
yeah, yeah. The
um
approach, even a blind approach, if you hit it in the right general area, you usually had a chance of being in a decent spot.
yeah.
Um,
All right.
I
Lido for you. Which one?
I loved I when I think about Lido, I just think about the first hole. You get out there
Mhm.
um and you're looking out there and you're like, what planet am I on? Like, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you watch a flyover of the Lido and you're like, oh my gosh, this course is going to be incredible. You know, and then you get out there and you're like, I can't see jack crap
This is
out
it?
here. Like it's just flat. And then you see these kind of hills. And so the first hole, the first couple of times that I've played it, it's just like I'm like, I don't know what I'm looking at. Like and and
Yeah.
and then you get up there and you're like, oh, that's really cool. I couldn't see that from the tee, but
Yeah.
I just think it's awesome. I just think the first hole is so mind bending for me that I'm like, I don't know what this is doing. Like,
It's a tone setter. It's a
yeah,
tone setter where it's
yeah,
like, okay, I guess this is the tee box, and I guess that's where the green is, and I
yeah.
guess there's like 20 bunkers in the fairway. I can't see any of them from the tee
And they're telling you,
box.
yeah, you've got bunkers on 10 over there. Don't
Yeah.
hit those. You're like, where are they at? I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, uh,
And then you get out there and it's like you'll have some tee shots you just have no idea, and it's like, okay, just put one right over that boulder and you're fine.
yeah, yeah. What is it? Is it two that has a boulder one already, or is it par three on two? I forget. It's one of the first three holes. Like you're coming up and you're just hitting a blind
3's a
shot over a
par
boulder.
I think 3's a par 3.
So it must be two then. I think you're hitting over a
2
boulder. Yeah,
2 is a boulder hole.
yeah,
Then
yeah.
you have 3, 4 to the back corner, and then I think 5 is a boulder hole,
Yeah,
if
it
I
is. It
remember right.
is. It is. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's
So
the boulder hole that I have in my
yeah,
memories is like just a complete blind tee shot. Oh, just aim at the boulder. Okay.
yeah. I like what's that also on the back nine. I like that par three that if you hit it in the right spot, it'll feed all the way across the green.
Oh, yeah, and that was
Not the
I
thumbprint, but there's another one.
I know the hole you're talking about,
Yeah,
man.
I want to say it's like I want to say it's like 15 or 16 maybe,
I
but
was gonna say 16.
yeah. I like that par three too. It's a tough one, but I like the thought that you could, you know, hit it on that right side and it would funnel all the way across the green.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, Lido is growing on me. I didn't love it the first time I played it, mostly because I thought the disconnect between the flyover and real life was just like a lot. But the second time I played it, I was like, okay, I'm starting to appreciate what this course is, and um, it's a really unique and cool experience. But every time, both times I've been on, I'm just in a different planet here. Like this is weird.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's well,
and it's been
I'm
blistering hot both times. I haven't played hotter golf than the 2 rounds at Lido. Um,
yeah,
but
that's like my one thing just for me personally is I'd like to get back to Sand Valley in, like, I don't know, September, October.
Football. I would love
May,
to get there in September. I think that would be awesome.
maybe hit it in May. I don't know.
Yeah,
I could walk that place in 50,
yeah,
60 degrees all day.
100%. Yeah, that
um,
I agree. I agree with you. That I think if fall golf there would be incredible.
yeah,
But
I'm uh, I'm just confirming that yes, 16 is that par three,
yeah, okay.
and then
Hmm.
oh, 18 was neat. Wasn't that Bobby Jones's his favorite finishing hole, right? Or one of his favorite finishing holes in golf? Was
I
it
don't know. I
Bobby
didn't hear that.
Jones?
Yeah,
I think our caddy um I think our caddy told us that story. I was so ready to be done golfing, I didn't
yeah.
care at that
I
point,
mean,
but
I think it's wild how big that green is.
yes. Oh, yeah, that's right. That was a
I mean, it's a
huge green.
mass. That's the It's bigger than anything on Mammoth Dunes. I think.
Yeah. The thing I didn't like about 18 was you basically had to walk 600 yards back to air conditioning
Yeah,
once you made
yeah,
your last putt.
yeah. Uh, Not ideal, but I don't know. I think it's a cool experience.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm, I'm kind of excited to try the commons. I don't know how or if we could work that into Hackers Cup, but um, sounds like a
Well,
cool like I think was it 12 holes or something like that.
yeah.
I don't know.
I'm gonna throw my first jab out there. I mean, we got to get competition courses lined up first before we get the auxiliary courses picked out. For this year. We
Okay,
don't even
well,
know
I
where
guess
we're playing yet.
I'm talking about future.
Down the road.
We're going to be back at Sand Valley at some point, right? I mean, like,
Yeah.
uh,
True.
uh, so while we're on the topic, but I mean, I don't even know if you could get I don't even know if you could get how would you set up a 12 hole round? I'm not really sure how you do that. I guess it could be a singles, uh, or maybe you do alt shot there. That might be a good
Oh,
alt
yeah.
shot round. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah. That.
you're not playing 18. You're not keeping your own score necessarily. Like that could be a good alt shot course.
Yeah. I like that idea.
Because I think we feel bad doing alt shot in any of the other courses because you're paying a lot to be there.
Yeah. That's why I like that. North course at Eagle Ridge was a good alt shot because it was
Yeah,
definitely the shittiest of the three.
yeah. I love alt shot. Like I think I wish we could get that incorporated
I
more.
like alt shot too.
Um, I hope we can get that this year somehow, but I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
Um,
I'd advocate for it with you. So this is
it,
our official
yeah.
endorsement of alt shot. Bring it back.
I mean, I'm all for it. Like if we only get 3 rounds in, I'd be fine doing best ball, alt shot, and singles. I mean,
Hmm.
especially with it this year, the courses are going to be cheaper than they have been in the past. Like I think it would be awesome to do that, but obviously it doesn't work out every year just because of the cost and experience. But
Yeah.
I think it'd be a decent year to add it back in. So
Yeah. Yes, I agree.
it's just such a different dynamic that we don't ever get to do. So
It's you clinch a little harder when you got a tight little chip that you don't
yeah,
want to duff or skull because your
yeah,
partner is going to have to pick up your damage.
yeah,
It's it gets the juices going a little bit.
yeah. Um, so I'm excited. I think that's probably a good lead into next episode is talking about what are we going to do course wise. Obviously, Turtleback is going to be the closer, but I think it'll be fun to kind of. And by the time we do that episode, maybe we'll know. But
Yeah,
um,
who
but
knows?
if we do, maybe we'll play the episode as if we don't know. Maybe that'll be how we handle that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm excited to see how that shakes out. I think I'm stoked for Turtleback for singles. I think that's going to be epic on Sunday.
Hmm.
I think it'll be
Hmm.
epic.
Should be a good time.
Everybody knows the course. There's going to be some. I think there's going to be some emotions running high that day.
Maybe just a little bit.
Yeah,
Kind of back to where it all started for a lot of us.
yeah.
And
Gosh, how many of us played together in high school? Me, you, Alex, Boda. Um,
I think that's it in terms of like, I mean,
Wa- Walker
Colton,
was Walker and Colton played, right?
yeah, Jake played.
Okay, Jake.
Um,
Yeah,
the heck
that's
else?
seven.
Sierkenberger played baseball.
Yep. Uh,
I think that's it.
might be.
If we're forgetting somebody, we're gonna look like complete
Yeah.
a-holes.
Bina didn't.
I almost said
Handel
it.
didn't. Yeah. Christian didn't. Noah obviously didn't. Jordan didn't. Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah.
Zach.
Clarence for Birchwood, never played against him.
Yeah, I didn't either. Yeah,
No.
he's a scrub.
Um, yeah, we don't need to talk about him much more. I'll give him one shout out.
Love you, Zach.
Actually, no, he's got one coming in a future episode. We'll get there. We'll get there.
Okay, good. Love that. Does that have to do with a flying club?
uh, TBD. I can't show all our cards right now, Dan.
uh, we'll have to talk. We're gonna have to talk about. We can talk about right now if you want, or we can save it. Our round at Eagle Ridge in singles. That
Hmm.
was a pretty good round. That was a battle, man.
Yeah, we played the four ball first round. We played against each other, and then singles.
Yeah,
So both our
yeah,
matches were on the general, right?
yeah. Because you beat us in four ball, but then yeah, singles. That was a
Singles,
neither
you got me.
that dude. That was a round where neither one of us played good.
It was a good match. We fed off each other in the wrong way.
I know
Like
it
neither
was.
of us wanted to win.
I'm pretty sure because yeah, I mean it was like we were both just trying to here.
Yeah.
You're playing less bad than I am. Take it. But you made. I think I was up a couple. And man, that's where I was saying you hit some putts on the back nine there that I about I about lost my nerve because you were rolling in some. You hit some long putts that I was like, this guy just won't go away.
Yeah. I mean, that I've always got that scrappiness to me.
Oh yeah.
It
Well,
it
and
may
you can putt. Like that's the big thing too.
yeah,
Like
it's not always going to be pretty. Oh, now okay. I got the game book up right now. This is all coming back to me. Um, do you remember it was one of the last holes. I got to go backwards on the back nine. It's par 5, you had a tee shot over the water, a dog leg right. And I remember I hit a pretty good drive. It goes through the
oh
fairway.
yeah,
Do you remember where
yeah,
my
yeah,
ball ended up?
yeah,
And I took my stance, and my entire right foot went underground because it was just on mud. So
yeah.
the things you do to win the cup, I still lost the match, but
That
we won
was
the battle.
yeah. So you were up 2 through 9 there.
Hmm.
And then it something switched and I went up to 2 up, but I went up
You
on that
you went
hole.
on a
That was the
run.
part that par 5 was I won that hole because of your drive. Like you hit your drive and I'm like, dude, because I was only one up, and I was like, that was a great drive. And we get up there and we saw where it was, and I was like, that is such a lucky break for me because I didn't deserve to, you know,
Yeah,
because you hit such a good drive there. And so I went up two up, but then that was the next hole. You hit a long putt to win the hole,
that's right. Yes.
and if you hadn't hit that putt, I think it probably is over.
Yeah.
But you rolled it in for I think a birdie maybe.
Par
Yeah, you
three.
birdied. It was for par, and I
We
think I bogeyed
both,
it, but yeah,
Dan, we both, I'm pretty sure both sculled our tee shots because that's a short par three. I think we
we
both
did,
sculled it
yeah,
over the green.
we did. I forgot about that. Yeah, and you were able to get up and down, and I didn't. But yeah, and then we split the next two holes. Went square square.
Hmm.
But and then I think it was already over at that point. We were the last group, so I think it had already ended. But yeah,
Yeah.
um, it ended earlier. But actually, if it hadn't ended earlier, Bina, if he could have figured it out, we won three of the last four groups that year. Um, Alex clinched it against Handbelt, but we could have that could have been a different story. Because I remember Bina and Colton had a good match going um, with us while we were battling too, because they went
Hmm.
to the final hole too. I think.
That's right.
Yeah, yeah, they were all square going into 18, and I was one up. So I mean that was actually a pretty cool ending, even though it didn't matter at the time.
Hmm.
Um, but it was a pretty neat way to end that thing. I just remember I was just like, what a grind. Last group of the
Yeah.
last day. We're just tired and pissed
taking
and
it taking it down to the last putt too. I mean,
yeah.
of
Uh,
course.
oh man, that was good.
Yeah. All right. Um, well, we're a live production meeting. What do we want to hit anything else, Dan, or do we want to just kind of throw we've already thrown a couple teasers out.
Yeah, I think that's good for the first episode. We're at 42 minutes already, so I think that's
Oh,
pretty good.
yeah.
Doesn't feel like it was 42 minutes. Like you said, you just cut it up for hours.
Yeah.
I think we're good. I think next episode we'll bring on our special guest and let kind of get this into get some other people involved with this, and we can start. We can talk about some things. Oh, we forgot. I think we have to talk about it. I think we have to.
Yeah, we got to spend some
Uh,
time on this.
I don't know how we don't talk about this now because if we don't, it's going to be too far. It's going to be too far away, and it's going to be past. I'll let you start. I mean,
Yeah. I mean, we're doing some show prep before we hit record, and we have some equipment topics that we wanted to save, but this one just being so fresh, we got to talk about the iron covers. Um, yeah, I don't, I can't tell if Jordan, if you're fucking with us, this is all time. And see right there, it threw me off my no swearing goal. We made it all the way to the end. Uh, I think it's fake. I don't think it's real. I think he probably spent $10 on Amazon on iron covers and sent it to us to be funny. If he's serious, Sirik, I will not play with Jordan one round. I'm not riding. If I'm paired with him, I'm not riding in the cart with him. I'll take my own cart or a walk. Um,
uh,
I get like I can't in my head think of a time where I would actually think it was the right thing to buy.
I
Maybe
think
if maybe I'll give a maybe if you're flying and putting if you're flying with your golf clubs, that's a maybe. Otherwise, I can't in my
yeah.
head I just can't get there.
I haven't seen it done in real life. um, I don't know if I've ever. I don't think I've ever played with anybody that wasn't like 85 years old. Um, that being said, we talked about it, and he didn't really answer the question. Maybe he got some brand new irons, and he kind of referenced, protecting an investment. Maybe in that setting, I could buy into it like for short term, but to I don't know that I would play with him on the court. Like if it's a travel thing, like okay, I mean, but we're gonna have to let him say it for himself. I think he's gonna have to be a guest, whether it's
Yeah,
next
we're
episode or
he's got to come on. Yeah,
he's gonna have to be a guest. He has questions to
official.
answer. He has questions to answer.
y-
The iron covers are a key part of that. Um, but he's gonna have to be a guest. I think. I
Yeah,
just think it was definitely a curveball that I don't think any of us really were expecting. And by the reaction in the group, neither was anybody else because they were just like, "Wait, what?"
no, I mean,
Mhm.
Zach said it best. I'm not going to repeat what
Yeah,
Zach
yeah,
said for fear of getting pulled off YouTube, but
yeah,
I
yeah.
think Zach nailed it on the head. So
I think, yeah, especially from a group of golfers, that was quite the bold move on his part. And so,
I, you
all
know,
time,
it's
all time, gotcha if that's what it was. But
the traveling and the storage, and uh, I can't, I can't do it. But here's the thing: is maybe there's a market out there for it. Like I went on Amazon yesterday, and I was like, let's see if this is one of those, like, you remember the gummy bears that were giving people diarrhea?
yeah,
Do you remember
the
those
what is
things?
it,
Like, so
Haribo or whatever?
yeah,
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 sugar free. So I'm
yeah.
like, maybe this is one of those situations. So I looked up iron covers on Amazon, and people actually love them. They're like, I can see what club I'm hitting. I'm
Yeah.
not grabbing the wrong club out of my bag. They keep my irons from clanking, and
Do they sell them with the tubes like as a package deal? The
you can get extra long too if you have graphite shafts. You can
yeah.
get the extra long cover. It actually zips
Oh
about
my
7 inches
god.
down the shaft. Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, Jordan, you've been officially invited to be a guest on Off the Hosel because we need to hear it.
Because I think
We need to
that
hear what's going on.
epitomizes a shank. Now, whether it
Yeah,
was planned or unplanned, we're gonna find out.
yeah.
Uh,
Oh, I think that's a good one to wrap up on. Just
I
in,
agree.
I
Yeah.
think we should let everybody know it's Dan's almost at 1 a.m. I'm coming up on midnight, so we're
Yeah. We've both been
w-
battling. I battled a shift and he battled a toddler. So it's about
yeah,
equal, I think equal energy output coming into this thing. But
a little bedtime battle before the podcast started.
yeah.
So, um, but yeah, that's what we're here to do. We're here to give you guys a good show. Doesn't matter what time it is, we're gonna get it done. We're committed. We're committed to the cup. So that was fun, Dan.
Yeah, I'm glad we did it. We'll figure out the next one. I gotta figure out I don't know. This is gonna take me like 3 days to upload. The last one took me like forever. It was just a 12-second clip. So
Yeah,
we'll see how this goes. But yeah, I think we'll get a guest. I think we'll do another one in May. We'll consider this our April episode, and we'll do another one later in
yeah,
May, maybe.
hmm
Try to get this out soon, and then go from there. But I'd say it was a good start.
yeah, yeah. That was awesome. All right.
All right,
Thanks,
we'll
Dan.
see ya. Yep, have a good one.
All right.